Hi there, welcome to some breaking news within the Noah Presgrove case community. Arguably, it's at an all-time worst. From the 1 year anniversary up to now, a massive downfall within the community, communication, breakages, fractures, it's all going downhill. Specifically, the Facebook area as a whole, from different pages being kicked off from, to maybe certain moderators, power getting to their head, alternative dodgy accounts done with intent for negative reasons, and threats along the way. What the hell's going on? I just want to give you a little update regarding my experiences. The short story is, it appears that I have been kicked now from the army page. Some of you would already know previously I was kicked, banned and blocked from the case discussion page previously. Then I was reinstated and allowed to join back, but for who knows how long, right? Who was responsible for it at the time? A certain someone, no point mentioning any names because you see how it goes with the patterns, but what about this time round? Who was responsible? No clue. What's the reasoning behind it? No clue. Was there any timing or coincidence coinciding with anything else at the time? Yes, you could say the two videos that I did last night, one of which was responding back to a person and a comment on the army page, the other video being along the lines of focusing about the case itself. What I'm going to do right now, just to show you as proof that I'm no longer a part of the army page, I'm going to head on over to Facebook so you can see it for yourself as in what it looks like, and then we'll head on over to the comment section because I need to respond back to some impetuous humans. This is what it looks like. No Presgrove's Army, 6.8k members, which is probably the second biggest group on Facebook, the main one being the Justice page run by family. I think it's like 62,000 and counting, which is pretty good. This page is private and has been for quite some time now. Originally, it was a public page, then turned private because of the resistance, alternative accounts, and those within the case, the Stevie Howards and stuff, supposedly causing trouble. But despite that, ever since, there's been new trouble coming about. And look, can you see that blue bar? Join group. That option shouldn't be there for me because originally I was a part of the group. Whenever I went onto this page, it wouldn't show the about section. It would directly take me to the main homepage of the post. As you've seen, you would have seen it yesterday in my first video that I uploaded. So it does look different now. Is there anything else here though? Only members can see who's in the group and what they post. And clearly, I'm not a member anymore. Members here, will it allow me to check? Right, so it would have to be an admin or a moderator responsible for kicking me from the page. So you got Justin Roy, who's supposedly in the dark about all this trouble because he's doing his own thing, he's busy in life. Shannon Scott, don't really know much about them. Dusty Butler, I've come across them in the past. No trouble exactly, but there was one time and there was never a follow-up answer in which a person on the army page was discrediting me, saying bad things which weren't true, and Dusty Butler gave a thumbs up to the post. Now, a couple of other people did it too, but it was by accident. At the end of the day, it's not a big issue, but I'm just trying to work out who could have kicked me, right, from previous encounters. And recently joined, it's the same thing. So unfortunately, it only seems to show the admins, not the moderators. So who knows who the moderators are? It could even be the same person that kicked me from another page, the case discussion one. So any thoughts? Leave your reactions and responses in the comment section. But once again, another door closes and not really any open. That's basically the story of my life, reality. So with that being said, let's head on over to the comment section on YouTube. I've just got it adjusted to the newest. I'm going to start from the bottom, work my way up if possible. So Billy, dang, these people are starting to get scared. Poor Bobby. Response-wise, Carl says, no sympathy for Bobby Wood for him. He probably didn't even listen to what the whole thing. Warlike Raf didn't do any of the things he said. Vicious, lies, deceit, gossip. He always says this or that issue as a possibility or a possible scenario, not that it's the truth. In fact, Warlike Raf is very conscious of the appropriate wording language, never says gossipy. He does cover and discuss in the community many different angles, perspectives within Facebook, Reddit. Appreciate that. Shout out to Carl. We got James. Oh, you're a bad person. Well, that's some people's outlook elsewhere. We got Vanessa. Appreciate that. We got Safia. Hi, Raf. You're known for being fair and balanced, covering all angles. You have a lot of witnesses here to speak for you if needed, including myself. That's good to know. Sheree needs to get over it, along with Stephanie. They left and made it as dramatic as possible, as if 2 subscribers are really going to matter. Bye to them and good riddance. Response-wise, this is where the first interesting human shows up, known as Space Angel. Never seen them before, but they've got a couple of words to say. How did they make it dramatic? I haven't seen a comment from either of them at all. And what about Amy/Tuesday? Same person. She left too. Why are Sheree and Stephanie being singled out? I don't understand why Raf feels the need to keep bringing this up over and over again. Well, the thing is, I'm not bringing it up over and over again to that extent, because you do understand that this video is specifically about different individuals making false claims about me, such as Bobby Wood going off on one. And then who decided to chip on in? Oh, Sheree, with a little comment here and there about cyberbullying or so. So they keep creating more problems, whether that be for themselves or others, and then it will backfire on them. And then there'll be responses. I mean, if they don't want an endless cycle, then they need to break it. I'm here to cover the case, document human behavioural changes and shifts, right? Those within the case, those within the community. It's what I've done. It's what I've done in the past. Space Angel, you've not been around long enough to know. Yet you say, I do understand that. I was responding to Safia's comment about 2 other individuals that you keep bringing up. So he's kind of like minimizing by saying, oh, no, I do understand, but I'm just more so focusing on Safia, but also mentioning your name too. It still applies. It's a bit silly wording, to be honest. Safia, my comment applies to anyone accusing Raf of cyberbullying, not just Sheree and Stephanie. And yes, Divine did leave in a dramatic fashion and continues to be problematic. Well, that's a shame that Tuesday left. She's a really nice girl, and I hope she's doing well. The reason why Tuesday left is because she's close to and friends with Sheree. So when one person pulls away, the other one will follow. That's just a form of loyalty. It is what it is. Moving on. Chris, War, don't quit. You're onto something here. Someone's feeling hurt. That's why you're getting attacked. As I said before, you're the only one that hasn't quit on finding the truth. But it does seem like all the key individuals, when you think of it now, have all disappeared. You got Henderson, agree. Not too many have quit. I think they have. But you're putting the truth out there and are scared. Keep on keeping on you, good at what you do. If you feel you need to stop, you know when you should. That's good to know, appreciate that. But if you still feel good going on, then we're all with you and have your back. That's just trying to push to see how far they can push you. But I don't know who it is, but push back, they're just getting scared. So there are be bullies, then you know who has something to do with it. Thanks, enjoy your channel. Yeah, appreciate that. Amanda, keep on carrying on with the Noah Presgrove case. Stand your ground. I enjoy your terrier tenacity all the way from South Africa. That's good to see more people from South Africa. That's a positive. And I know 1 or 2 people from South Africa in the past. I don't know where they are now. They disappeared, but, you know, we've got Linda as well from Michigan. That's good. Nice variety. Teresa, love your channel, Warlike Raf. You're doing a great job, my friend. Keep on keeping on. Scroll and roll past the trolls and haters. It's good to know. Sometimes it does need to be looked into, though, because if they are present within the case or community, they could bite you in the back again in the future. Just trying to spread the awareness of the case and spread awareness of the problems within the case, which could be harming it. CV, thank you for your service. Appreciate that. We've got a... Wait, who's this? Sheree... Is this a different Sheree? Everyone involved oh yeah, this is a different Sharai, it's spelled different. Everyone involved needs to be looked into, no matter who they are. The fact that Caden Pressey has inserted himself in yet another brutal case is very disturbing in my opinion. Has he inserted himself in another brutal case? It's a bit problematic, to be honest, because the news article makes it sound very one-sided, whether it's true or not, but then Caden Pressey says it's not quite that simple, there was more to it. At the end of the day, the CCTV footage, if there is any, needs to be looked into to set the record straight and to reinforce who's right, who's wrong. Jade, I think Jack and Carter got married. I'm not sure. Right. Do you live around there? No. They did. They think it clears them from testifying against each other. Hilarious. Why does it matter, Carl? I wonder, do they do that? Makes them look more guilty than ever. I'm right. They got married? So Jade says, I think they got married, and then questions, did they get married? Well, who knows what's going on? Who knows? Right, surveillance. I've not heard of that. Sharon says, wow, cyberbullying, utter BS. This channel created professional, honest, extremely kind. Warlike Raf is looking for justice and the truth. YouTube would be a better place if we were honest people like him. Since I sub to his channel, I've been shown nothing but respect, kindness by his members also. Thank you for your amazing content. So appreciate that. Carl, what's this? Sharon that got the therapy. Oh yeah. Agree with you. Yeah. One day I can't find the post about 2 boys and a homeless person on the on page. Wasn't it still there today? And I wouldn't know now because I can't view the page. Plus, keep them scared. Keep talking. They're all going down with Diddy. Oh boy. Yeah. Who knows? Rachel, oh boy, more unnecessary drama. That just takes away more focus from Noah. Well, it doesn't in my case because I did upload 2 videos in one day. One to do with the drama, the other one to do with the case. So it was under control. I was kicked off of all the Noah pages, aside from the family one, just because I called out stuff like this. These pages are being flooded with misinformation in an effort to take the focus off of those that are obviously involved. I'd call it out every time. I mean, this is the thing. Yeah, there'd be people that have unfortunately been kicked from pages left, right and centre, but then there's others opposites that have been kicked for unknown reasons from the justice page. It seems to be a bit of a free for all, no guarantee. Ashley, please don't give up. You're onto something way bigger than what you think. You're ruffling feathers. They're feeling insecure because of you being on point or very near enough to feel the need to end Warlike Rav. You're wiser and strong enough to push on. Jennifer, the sound. I don't know which one that was. TJ, they're all afraid of you. You did nothing wrong. We're all here for Noah. It's justice. You never said they did it. You're just putting facts out there. You clearly said it could be. Love your videos. Maria, hi, well, I suppose all the way you're doing such a wonderful job. Appreciate that. Enjoy watching the case of Noah Presgrave, and I cannot wait until there's an arrest. But not only one, but all 40 particles that Kane said were there. Lol, my opinion. Appreciate you for the videos on YouTube. Keep bringing them. I'll do what I can. Still some videos to come. Kyle, what does this have to do with the Noah Presgrave case? Well, it's to do with the Noah Presgrave community, the same people that may operate within the case, and some from further afar. It's pretty simple. But Space Angel, once again, coming on in. I'm wondering the same thing. Raf will probably say because someone in the Noah Presgrave community accused him of cyberbullying. But it sounds like it's just another excuse to ridicule these women. He just won't let it go. This video is the definition of cyberbullying and gaslighting, in my opinion. It's interesting how people like to throw about the quirky little lines, gaslighting here, there, left, right, centre. Okay. I mean, the way Space is wording it like here was giving a prediction or a guess. I'm guessing that Raf will just probably say because of the accusations of cyberbullying. Oh yeah, because, you're not allowed to defend yourself. How stupid's that? Anyway, but it sounds like it's just another excuse to ridicule women. So Space Angel almost jumping onto the Me Too bandwagon, trying to label Warlike Raf as some kind of hater towards the opposite gender in some way. Depends how you interpret this, right? It's not to do with ridiculing people or ridiculing women. I don't like the idea of ridicule. I try and not do it myself, and equally because I wouldn't want it upon myself. I mean, if you're talking about light-heartedness and just messing about here and there's been people along the way that have had a good sense of humour at the time, perfectly okay with it. If things have changed since and now they retract it, well, not much can do about it. It was in the past at a time when people were happy, when people found it funny. If it's no longer funny, then there's been a shift, a change. But if it is made very clear, then obviously in the future, it's just not done as much. I mean, as said, it was as silly as some people in the past saying, oh yeah, you can use some video footage, give a bit of credit. That's exactly what I did. All agreed on, all fine. Fast forward into the future, then they decide to suddenly change about and say, nope, I never said you could do that. It's not exactly fair. No, breakdown in communication, to be honest. So, Space Angel throwing about all these labels, cyberbullying and gaslighting. I mean, who is this individual? Well, they're actually a member on my channel, which is very unfortunate, to be honest, because they have no place, nor do they deserve to be a member on this channel. But take in mind, gifted memberships are and tend to be at random. I don't think Space Angel has actually contributed to the channel. I think it was gifted to this person. And really, I've just not seen them before, on YouTube. Anything else? Just what the doctor ordered. So it seems like Space Angel was perfectly okay with the dodgy 50 Shades Deeper video, but ever since has become a little bit disgruntled. Well, there's not much I can really do about that because I don't think there's a cure for impetuous behaviour. Moving on. Henderson, sorry being attacked. I mean, it is a long one, but I did read it. I did read it and acknowledge it. So it's all good there. Shout out to Carly. What's this individual? To be perfectly honest, when you do come across as kind of immature at times and childlike, when you start with these loud, weird noises you make and those awful accents, that is an opinion from you, Alan, because there are people from certain countries and areas that have confirmed that my accents are perfect. That's not me. Witnesses have said that. You make when you try to mock the way you think people talk. It's not mocking. It's just doing it with the flow without any mocking. I mean, it's very simple, but clearly looking a bit too far into it. Take you seriously, but most of the time, you're okay, I guess. So this person, I can understand the language and wording, what they're trying to do. It is typical from certain humans, doesn't surprise me. Greg, well, we've seen this individual before as well. These are just default channels, default accounts, which don't really contribute much to the case nor to the channel, but they'll add some dodgy comments in along the way or problematic ones. I've seen it all before in the Dylan Rounds case, same shit. What else do we have here? You have a lot of us who support you. Appreciate that. Defend yourself and continue. Will do. See, this person gets it. Sonny, don't let the foolishness stop you. What don't understand is that you go and find all this information and gather it up and you make a video about it. What it is for us, the viewers. We don't have to do all the research. Yep. Appreciate that. And last but not least, can't forget Christy. I do not comment on the Noah case often because I did not follow it regularly. Fair enough. But I've been following you, Raf, for a long time. And if there is one thing that I have noticed about some cases is that people who get angry, bully and insult you are normally those who are hiding elements about the case or have something to hide. They often forget that all their fightings and discussions on Facebook and other social media are public. So free to read and comment for everybody, not only the UK. If they're not able to understand the basics of social media, it's pretty ignorant. Nobody would talk about No Presgrove anymore. If those who knew what happened would simply talk instead of bullying YouTubers, the case would be closed and the situation clear. Shout out to Christy and anything else. Now that's pretty much it for that. I think what I will do is just give a little prediction or an idea of what I sense with what's been ongoing. And that is, well, yes, this resistance, these attacks, personal threats in the background too, all kinds of stuff, bad language, bad wording used at times. It really wouldn't surprise me if this type of behaviour and resistance wasn't directly from those within the case responsible for Noah's death, but more so just members of the general public or so, or connections, who claim to care about the case whilst undoing it with how they may treat me or treat certain others. And the reason why I say that is because in the Dylan Rounds case, that's exactly how it was, like with the contrast between Facebook, YouTube. There was cancerous people on YouTube, but then when they went to Facebook, there were people's best friends, all close with the family, all nice. And then there were complete opposite elsewhere at a different time with someone else. I saw the different sides to them. In terms of Facebook, once again, same platform, just a different case. It wouldn't surprise me. I've heard a lot of badness about Facebook over time through the years, and I've never really used it that much. The last time I used it was in 2015, towards the end of high school. And then after that, lots of people pissed off, and it was just me, lone wolf. There's no point in using it. Then in college, or sixth form, nothing there. And then nothing since. Dylan Rounds didn't need an account at the time because the pages were public, thankfully. Then the Noah Presgrave one, private pages, had to create something. And then I guess with that has created its own problems that come with it. Some things may have put a target on my back, whether that be the pages I'm on or people I'm around. That's unfortunate, but the process is, it is what it is. If you engage more within a case, just like with Dylan Rounds, difference was with that, I was a little bit more isolated because I kept more to myself. This time round, I've, I guess, branched out a bit more. It is what it is. But yeah, it just wouldn't surprise me if those causing this trouble are people that claim to care about the case, and they might do good at times, but they're unraveling it all with these actions. But in between, maybe alternative accounts are used. So by day, they can be a certain way. By night, they can show the darker side. That type of contrast. And from what I've known in life with time is, at some point or another, I do start seeing the darker side of people, which is very unfortunate. I don't know. It's weird. But just leave it there, to be honest. I think it's very silly and a little bit pathetic, the way it's going. So from the 1 year anniversary of Noah Presgrave up until now, it's got worse and worse, as I said from the start of this video. And it might even continue to get worse. There's just a lot of spasmodity, just silly, impetuous, dense mindsets, obtuse, tunnel vision. And maybe it's driven other people away, and some may have been scared off, some may have been completely silenced in submission. If you just use Facebook and that's how you go about stuff, you're not getting as many chances. And if you are denied or taken out, where do you go? But because I'm doing YouTube, this is a separate platform where videos can be created and maybe think more outside of the box if there's less chances to look at some updates. But with claims or threats along the way that, oh, channel is going to be taken away, PayPal going to be taken away. What? Bit random, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, there's still some videos to come, but equally, Kenny Veach, can't neglect that either. Always want to make reference to it for sure. Still interesting me, even if it's in the background. So that's the latest updates for now. It's got worse compared to last time, and that's pretty much it. Goodbye.